Hello and welcome to today's quick WoW guide where I will be showing you how to be better at Strand of the Ancients. So in this battleground there are two sides that you need to know, attacking and defending. We'll be talking about them both, but for now let's just stick to attacking on Strand of the Ancients. When attacking, it is your job to take on the task of breaking down their walls, eventually getting to the relic chamber and taking it as fast as you can within the 10 minutes you are given. It is very important that you do try to get there as fast as you can because round 1 will decide how much time is allowed for round 2. So let's say you're on a fairly good team and you manage to pass the round on attacking on round 1 within 5 minutes out of the 10 minutes given at the start. This will mean that round 2 will only have 5 minutes because it's who gets there first will win. Some tactics and basics you should know upon entering this battleground is that for attacking, if you ever see an empty demolisher or demo, you should jump into it and then head towards a wall. Now, if you're confused on what door you should be going for, typically at the start of the round, your teammates in your battleground usually do agree upon a door that you will go to, or you can just go to the one closest to you. If you don't have a demo, because there's only 4 of them at the start, you are left with 2 options. One of the first options that you should typically do is taking bombs from the spawn or the workshop, which will later happen once you do capture a graveyard. Now with bombs, it is very important that you do plant them right next to the door and start AoEing them to prevent future disarms. And then the second option you have is to kill or stun the other team that is attacking your demolishers. You could go for their healer, it's best to go onto the constant DPS attacking them right now. Once past either the blue or green door, it is very important that you take one of the graveyards, assuming you break down both doors like you do in most cases. You once again are left with 2 options as to what you will be doing. The first being is cap both graveyards with additional demos, and the bomb stations, which leaves you with 4 new demos and 2 new graveyards. The second option is leaving one of the 2 graveyards uncaptured because Alliance can still spawn down there, taking time from them having to mount up and then go to the wall that you were currently attacking. The last thing you should know for this battleground is you never cap the south graveyard. This will make it near impossible to win the battle because you have to walk back to the demos and the bomb stations rather than spawning out them. If you do follow these steps for attacking, you should be there on good time. When defending this battleground, there are a few things that you should follow in order to win. At the start of the battleground, you should all buff up and split fairly evenly in both directions for blue and green gates. Once down here, it is very critical that you start attacking the demos they spawn. It takes about 30 seconds for a demo to spawn in. If you find yourself fighting another player, if you see a demo spawn, you should most of the time stop attacking the player and move on to the demo because they're the bigger threat. The turrets on the doors, but they are very ineffective in most cases unless you're a healer or you really don't do much DPS. If they do ever get past the first set of doors, you should also start protecting the graveyards, because every graveyard you lose means they gain 2 demolishers and a spawn spot as well as some extra bombs. So by now the list of priorities should go demos, graveyards, bombs, healers, and DPS for defense. One side tip is to never protect the south graveyard because sometimes opposite team will capture the south graveyard, making their team pretty much a guaranteed loss because, as we discussed in attacking, you have to go back, then get in the demos, and then head up, and it just takes up a lot of time. In the event some doors are broken leading to the yellow gate, all of your team should really recommended run down to the yellow gate protecting it there. Just past the last door is the very weak relic door. Once the yellow gate becomes destroyed, all of you need to rush into the courtyard which leads into the relic. Failure to do so will turn into the win for the opposite team in a matter of moments. If the relic chamber goes down, there is no hope for the team left. The most you can last is about 10 seconds because the other team just needs to right click on it and end of the battleground. If you do manage to follow all of the steps in attacking and defending, this battleground should look more like this. Yes, there are other methods or ways or tips you can do this, but this is the generic outline you should usually follow. If you did enjoy this video, please like, favorite, and subscribe to help me out, and I will be seeing you in the next video, guys.